Hello everybody, Todd here, all things archery and shooting. Welcome to my channel today. Today we're reviewing a new bow by AF Archery. It's a limited edition bow. This is the SiCal bow. It's a Turkish recurve bow. The bow itself is 51 inches overall, so it's a very short bow. It uses a 50-inch fast light string, so it's fast light rated. It's made with bamboo in the limbs, bear paw glass on the belly and the back of the bow, and it has black and white ebony as the wood, okay? So let's get it open, get it checked out. The bow comes in this nice little silk bow case, you want to call it. Here's really pretty. Let's get it opened up. Okay, right there's the string. Comes with a nice string. Okay. It's already been preset to factory too with a knock point, which is kind of nice. Okay, so that's a string for it. Let's take a look at it. Get it out of here. Oh wow. Is that a pretty bow or what? Oh my goodness. Look at that bow. She is gorgeous. Look at that. Wow. Bow is very light too. It weighs only 1 pound. It's right, 1 pound. It's a 50-pound bow, draw weight. It can be shot left or right handed. Has a leather wrap grip to it. And gorgeous, gorgeous wood on this thing. You can see the carbon strip in it, as well as the bamboo layers as well too. Okay. Very light in the hand. Let's get a close-up look at this bow real quick. Okay, you see the wood's really, look how pretty that wood is. Gorgeous wood in there. Look at these tips on it. Really nice tips on that thing. Here's the belly of the bow. As you can see, the grip area is really nice. Okay, it's got like a little white piece of, I don't know what that is, hard plastic or something, nylon right there to protect the bow from the arrow shaft. And it's on both sides. Gorgeous wood though. You can see that carbon in it right there. See that carbon? One piece of carbon right there and 2 layers of bamboo. Okay. As you can see here, the bow is rated for 50 pounds. Good rep right here, so 50 pounds. Okay. Overall, really gorgeous bow. As you can see, bows strung up now. They're a little bit hard to string these bows up because of the recurve of the bow. But you can see it's got that typical Turkish design where it flares out, it comes back really sharp to these big beautiful horn tips like this on both sides. Okay, it's a very short bow when it's strung up. So this will be if you get used to shooting, this would be a great bow to shoot in like a tree stand or a ground blind. They're supposed to be really fast too. These bows are known to be really fast back in the day. This is what Attila Hun used to conquer half the known world with these kind of bows, and all his soldiers required to learn how to shoot this bow and be proficient with it. It was just that was that deadly. Everyone feared this bow because it could cast an arrow further than any other type of bow at the time. So this bow is supposed to be 50 pounds at 28 inches. Let's go ahead and check it with my draw scale and see what it comes out to. Okay, remember my draw length is a little bit longer than 28 inches. I have a 29.5 inch draw length, so let's see what it comes in at. Okay. Right at 54 pounds, which is about right. I'm gonna go ahead and check it on my tiller machine now, see what is exactly 28 inches right back. Okay. Just check this bow on my tiller machine. This bow came in right at 50 pounds at 28 inches like it's supposed to be, all right? We're going to test this bow today with 2 arrows out in the range. We're going to use 8 grains per pound of draw weight and 10 grains per pound of draw weight. The first one's going to be about a 420 grain arrow, and the second arrow will be a 540 grain arrow. Let's head out to the range and see how she shoots and put her through her paces, okay? Here we go. Meet you out on the range. Okay, we're out here on the range today with the SiCal Turkish longbow. We're going to start putting it through the chronograph and see how she shoots. Let's get started. The first arrow will be this 420 grain shaft. Here we go. .204. .198. 201. Okay, next are the 540 grain shaft. $180. $178. $183. Okay, next are these 540 grain shafts. Let's go turn this on, get it reset. Here we go. 540 grains coming up. $180. $178. $183. All right, 3, 2, 1, action, rock and roll. Here we go, everybody, rock and roll. All right, next up are these 1, 2, 3. Next up are these 540 grain shafts. Here we go. $183. $175. $176. $178. $183. $178. $180. Okay. All right, that's 3 arrows, 20 yards. We got 3 arrows, 20 yards. About 2.5 inch grip, a little bit high though. Okay, I'm at my 20-yard mark. You can see how the bow pulls and draws and tillers. And put 3 arrows down range, 20 yards. Here we go. Okay, 20 yards. I just got back from the range for this bow. We're going to talk about what I like about this bow, what I don't like about the bow. We're also going to grade the bow on my 6 criteria I grade all of my bows on. That criteria being the quality of the bow, specifications of the bow, shootability of the bow, speed of the bow, how quiet the bow is, and the value of the bow, okay? First I want to talk about what I like about the bow. What I like about the bow, it's a very beautiful bow. I mean, the bow is absolutely gorgeous. The craftsmanship is outstanding. I mean, it's just a gorgeous bow all the way around, all right? It's a fast bow too. It shoots really fast. I mean, really, really fast. I mean, it's launching, what, a 420 grain arrow over 200 feet per second with almost 38 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. And it's launching a 540 grain arrow about 181 feet per second with, what, about 30, almost 40 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. So it is a good performer. It performs real well. Okay, I love the look of the bow. I love the it's just a very classic styling look. It's actually beautiful bow. This is a really pretty bow. All I can say about it, it really is. Well, now what I don't like about bow, this kind of bow is not really my thing. I'm used to shooting these long bows or traditional recurves. I'm not used to shooting these Hungarian Turkish bows or these, which is kind of a strange shooting, especially shooting off your knuckle, which is, I shot it, it's already wearing a little blister on my hand there from shooting off my knuckle there, even with that little glove I had on there. I just don't like the way the bow shoots. It's not saying it's a bad bow, it's just for me, it's just not my cup of tea, you know what I mean? Will I hunt with this bow? Probably not. I probably won't shoot it anymore. I'll probably just hang the bow on my wall. It's a very pretty bow to look at. But I just don't like the style of the bow myself. The grip on it's really super thin for me. I like a really small grip. I mean, when I say this grip is thin, this grip is really thin. It does have quite a bit of bow shock to it when you shoot the bow, so you can feel it all the way up your arm when you let that string go with an arrow on there. It's not so bad with the heavyweight arrows, but with the lighter arrows, you can definitely feel it. So it is quite a little bit louder too. So not really my cup of tea, but not taking it away from the bow. It's a fine quality bow, built very well. Now let's go and rate this bow with my 6 criteria. First, going to rate the quality of the bow. Well, the quality of the bow is just outstanding. I mean, it's a gorgeous bow, beautiful. It's got a satin finish to it. It's got ebony in it. It's got carbon fiber, bamboo. I mean, the craftsmanship is just top notch in this bow. It really is. It's a very beautiful bow. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I can't see any sanding marks or any glue marks on it. Everything is like it's supposed to be. I mean, even the string and the serving is outstanding on this bow. It's a very high quality string. It's a fast light string, white, and the serving is extremely nice on this bow too, on both ends of the bow. So for quality, I'm gonna give the bow a 10. Okay, just because it's a super nice bow. All right. Next will be the specification bow. Well, the bow is a limited edition bow from AF Archery, and it's supposed to be 50 pounds at 28 inches with a 51-inch overall length. It meets all that criteria. I mean, it's 50 pounds right on the money. It's 51 inches. It's really, 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 I mean, right on the money there, okay? So let's go ahead and give it a 10 for specification. Shootability, I can be honest, it took me quite a few days to shoot this bow. Probably a week of shooting if I can get the hang of this way this bow shoots, shooting off the knuckle. So again, like I said, it's not really for me. I hate to ding the bow on the shootability, because after I did get it figured out, it did shoot quite accurately and stuff for me. But again, it's just not my cup of tea, not my kind of bow, and don't like the style this style of bow to shoot. Again, nothing against the bow, it's just not my style. So for shootability, I'm gonna give it about a 6, okay? Just because it's not my cup of tea, it takes a lot of practice, especially shooting off your knuckle, because you got to keep your hand exactly the same position each time you shoot or throw your arrow off. I noticed that while I was shooting, if I move my hand up and down a little bit, my arrow would change completely, my point of impact. So you really got to be cognizant of where your hand placement is and where your anchor point is of this bow. So it's a pretty hard bow to get used to shooting, at least for me it was, so that's why I'm going to give it a 6. Okay. Okay, shootability 6. Alright. Next, speed of the bow. Now this bow is really fast. I mean, this bow is coming in at 201 feet per second with a 420 grain arrow with 38 foot-pounds carriage. Now folks, that is moving right there. That bow is just cranking some arrows out, okay? That's a really fast bow, all right? And the 540 grain arrow, which is 10 grains per pound of draw weight, this thing coming out left at 181 feet per second with 40 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. So, I mean, it's very fast bow for what it is. So let's give it a 10 for speed, okay? So it's really, really fast. Quiet as the bow is not very quiet when you shoot. It's got a distinct twang to it with the string and the vibration in the limbs. And it's got quite a bit of hand shock. It makes a lot of noise. So it's not very quiet at all. I mean, you probably quiet down with some string silencers or something, but it's really not very quiet out of the box. Let's give it a 6 for quiet, okay? Value of the bow, this bow retails for $409. I mean, would I pay $409 for this bow? I gotta be honest with you, I wouldn't, just because it's not my kind of bow I like to shoot, but someone that enjoys this type of bow would probably find it a very good value. Just for me, it's just not my cup of tea. So I'm gonna have to say value of the bow, I mean, you get a lot of quality workmanship for $400. I mean, you really can't beat that. I mean, the finish is outstanding. It's just a gorgeous bow. I mean, they put some thought into building this bow. So I'm going to have to, I mean, for value, though, it's not my kind of bow. I'm still going to give it about a 9 for value, okay? All right, so let's see what that adds up to. Comes in at 51 out of 60, which is quite respectable for my other bows, the bows I compare it to. All right? Now, who would I recommend this bow for? Well, I don't know who to recommend this bow for to you because I don't really shoot this type of bow. Is it a good hunting bow? It probably is, but something I wouldn't use for hunting. Is it a good shooter? Once you get used to shooting it, it's a lot of fun to shoot. It really is. But again, you got to be really cognizant of how you hold your grip and how you do your anchor point. So I would say this bow is more for like an intermediate person to an expert for this type of bow. If you're just beginning in archery, I wouldn't recommend picking up one of these. It's just really hard to learn. So stick with the more traditional recurves or long bows if you're just starting out. But if you're more intermediate archer or more experienced archer and shoot for a while, you should be able to pick this bow up and get on target with just like it within a few days like I was able to. All right, well that's about it for the review on this on the SiCal AF Archery Limited Edition Turkish Recurve bow. I want to thank you guys for watching, and as always, leave me some comments. I'd like to answer all my comments if I can, and give me a thumbs up if you like this content, if you want to see more of it. And I just want to thank you guys. I've surpassed the 10,000 goal, which I wanted to reach, so I've surpassed that now. I'm pushing closer to 12,000 subscribers now. It's just amazing to me how fast this channel is growing. And I hope maybe by the end of the year, my goal by the end of the year is to be at 20,000. So let's see if we get to 20,000 by the end of the year. We still got, what, 3 more months left? I think we can do it. All right, well, this has been Tom at All Things Archery Shooting. Until next time, guys. Ciao.